This right here is what $20 million buys you in Florida.
Experience it all. Experience the feeling. See it all. I can see a light shining on out of the dark.
Welcome back to the channel, Erik here, and in this week's episode we are driving along the beautiful blue waters of Casey Key right outside of Sarasota, Florida, and we are on our way to a $20 million mega mansion. It's actually right up here on the right. Pulling up to the house, you can see there is a lot going on here. There's so much to unpack in today's episode. I don't think there's ever been a house tour like this on YouTube, but let's get right into it with some stats on the home. This home has 8 bedrooms. It's 13,500 square feet. It's located on 2 acres of land, and this is a unique property for the area because it has Gulf to Bay views, meaning the front yard is the Gulf of Mexico and your backyard is the Intercoastal Waterway. Now, before we jump into the tour, I want to give a huge thank you to my good friend Brian at Michael Sunders Realty for letting us tour his incredible listing. Make sure to stick around to the very end. I sit down and we have a one-on-one conversation about the booming Florida marketplace. As you can see by the frame in this video, there is a ton to unpack in this house tour, so make sure to stick around for the entire episode. And with that, let's start the tour right here in the front yard. Now, the first thing you notice, I mean, obviously behind me, but what I'm seeing is this view. Your front yard is the Gulf of Mexico with those vivid aqua blues. Now, for a bit of perspective, Gulf of Mexico, this is North Casey Key Road. The property's right here. The whole 2 acres is gated off, so it's super secure. You have keypad entry, and then a double motor court entry. And of course, the reason why you clicked on this video, the thumbnail, is the motor court where we have 9 supercars. So before we even get into the house, let's do a quick supercar tour. You want to see that? Let's do it.
It's nothing like I've ever experienced.
Just starting off, of course, we have the Corvette in that nice bright yellow. We've got the red Porsche. Making our way down, we have the Lamborghini. This is my favorite. We have the 67 Vet. This car right here costs probably $250,000. In total, this entire collection is anywhere from $1.5 to $2 million. Down the line, we have the original Corvette. This might actually be my favorite, an American classic. And of course, the McLaren. We have the Porsche in the cobalt blue, racing red Corvette. And last but not least, the Bentley convertible. So this house is perfect for the ultimate car collector. We have a 4-car garage with an additional hidden 13-car garage built right under the structure. So you can house all of your supercars here. And the unique thing about this garage is you have an entrance over here on the left and then an exit at the other end of the garage. So you can have your cars valet in and out of property. So from the motor court, we now head to the staircase where we have the 2 Juliet balconies on either side. There's actually 4. I mean, you can see above me, there's a lot of balcony space, but let's head up the stairs. The house is raised up nice from sea level, which is fantastic for this part of the world. Here we have the front porch with 2 tables, but are you ready to finally enter this house? Let's do it. Welcome to the grand entryway here at this mega mansion. And as you can see, this is one of the most impressive entryways that I've really ever seen in a home. There's a lot here, let's break it down. Starting right off the bat, you have the staircase. This beautiful staircase made out of sandstone with the cast iron rod railings. Right up above, we have this awesome chandelier. And even while we're looking up, you can see the ceiling is coffered with the lights built in right into that coffered ceiling. It's such an airy, open concept home, and I love that. It's really almost a Mediterranean blend with that traditional Floridian style house. Again, looking up, you can see the wings of the home nicely divided. Below us, we have sandstone. There's a ton of sandstone in this house. But for now, we're gonna start the tour heading off to the left, which is the primary office. First off, we have this awesome archway with the double doors, which open up to this very regal, executive feeling office. Fireplace. This is just like a flex to have this in Florida. It can get pretty cool here in the winter months, but how awesome is this? Oversized fireplace, The ceiling again is coffered. That's a theme throughout the entire home. We have this incredibly beautiful, intricate, custom woodwork all along the walls of this office, built-in shelving. I love the contrast of these deep red floors with those blues. You have the Gulf of Mexico blues right from your office desk view. And I even love how we have the island shutters because it does get pretty bright in Florida, so you can block out that sun nicely. And imagine you're sitting at your desk, you just worked the entire day. Check this out, you have a Juliet balcony right off of your primary home office where you can just come out here, check out those vibrant blues of the Gulf of Mexico, admire your car collection. This is just the ultimate serenity. It's that perfect balance of work and total relaxation. But let's head back into this office. So let's just keep this as one nice long take so you really get the perspective of this home. I know in the comments you guys have been asking to just show everything. So we're really gonna walk you through this home back into this grand entryway. You can really see the scale and perspective. Then we're gonna head through this another amazing arch door, which leads us into the heart of the home. This is the family room area, and you can see in the perspective of this shot, that double heighted ceiling continues throughout this whole entryway of the home. We have the beautiful sandstone pillars, nice little breakfast table off to the corner here. Off to the right, we have the oversized fireplace, again with that sandstone throughout the entire home. But for now, we're gonna head off to the left to the entertainment wing. Front and center pool table, we have the media center. Off to the left here, we have a nice, this could be a poker table, chess, whatever you'd like, with the wet bar in the corner here. I love how they have this hand-pounded brass for the sink. And then check this out, very decent sized home theater. You can see the perspective in the frame. And the cool thing is, because we are in Florida, Sunshine State, of course we have the blackout curtains, so you can really set that mood and have a proper movie night here in your home theater. By heading out of here, we're gonna leave the home theater, make our way through that billiards room, and we're gonna enter the home gym fitness center of this mansion. We have the sandstone, which then transitions to this rubber on the gym floor, and it's a very decent sized home gym. Enough room for the elliptical, treadmill, another elliptical. We even have the rack of free weights. There's a squat rack here off into the corner. Nice kind of Paramount Fitness Center home machine. But the best part is you get done your workout and you then head out to your balcony. I'm gonna put the shades on, we're in Florida. It's very bright and you get a view of your entire resort compound. I'm gonna give you just a sneak peek in this frame, take a little look. But I mean, you can see there's a lot back here, which we'll get to in a bit, but for now, let's head back in to that AC, take the glasses off. So from the gym, now we have the arcade room. And this is a pretty large space. You can see we have the shuffleboard table here running the entire length. Also, these cool arched windows where you can look into the fitness center. Let's just take a stroll down at the very end. This is a throwback to days of the past. We actually have the air hockey table. Comment down below if you've ever had or played air hockey. So this is an arcade. You could put pinball machines in here, really whatever you want. So from here, the arcade, let's make our way back into that main kind of central hub of the house. We're gonna head to the kitchen now. First, we have the breakfast bar with this oversized chef's window. So if you're cooking, you can pass that food out here. And then through this door, we enter the gourmet chef's kitchen. Now this is actually two kitchens in one. So off to this corner here, we have the first kitchen. You can see all this custom, beautiful walnut woodwork for the cabinetry. Inlaid, we have all this recessed lighting to light up the cabinets. More than enough countertop space. We have the Viking range here, 2 ovens, 6 burners, and this ornate overtop vents with the mosaic behind here with the Heinz ketchup bottles. Now we're gonna head to the second kitchen in this gourmet chef's kitchen. So you can really see the scale of this place. You could have a whole prep crew in here making up a feast. As you can see, this home was built in 1999, so the kitchen needs a little bit of love, but you can see the bones are here. This is a huge kitchen. And my favorite part, off to the back, we have this beautiful dining nook with these wraparound windows, the chandelier overhead, and of course the views out the window of your backyard space, which we're getting there. We're almost there, but not quite yet. Leaving the kitchen, this is pretty nice. You have a door which can close off the kitchen entirely from the rest of the house. This is the wine cellar. Check this out. All this custom woodwork with the wet bar here, and we enter Oh wow, the air conditioning is a godsend. This is your 1,300 bottle wine cellar, all climate controlled. You can see just by the scale, it's a very large wine cellar. Do you guys want to just like chill here for a little? It's actually so nice feeling that cool air with these Florida temps, but not yet. We're gonna shut this, keep that temperature controlled in there, and we're gonna make our way further on to the right. Now from the wine cellar, we enter the formal living space, huge fireplace front and center. Then off to the right here, we enter the formal dining space. You could have a huge dinner party in here, but for now we're gonna keep this going, and I'm gonna, again, keep this as a nice long take, and we're gonna walk through this formal living room, entertaining space more so. We're gonna head back into that grand entryway, and we're finally gonna head up this beautiful staircase, and I'm gonna show you the bedrooms, the living quarters of this mega mansion. Even walking up this staircase, you just feel like the king of the castle. And getting to the top here, there's even a view outside. You can see the Gulf of Mexico, all the baby blues. And the thing that I love is there's actually this sky bridge which divides the entryway from that family room. And now looking down, you really get that perspective. This is perfect for entertaining guests. You could have a ton of people in this house. Now we're gonna take this sky bridge to the guest wing suite. Off to the left, we have, of course, an elevator, just in case you're not feeling the stairs. Additionally, we have the secondary staircase, which leads, at the end of this hallway, to the quad bedroom wing. This is the common space in the quad bedroom wing. We have 4 huge bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. I mean, just from the perspective of this B-roll, you can see these guest bedrooms would be the master suites in many homes. And we don't just have one, we have 4 full-size guest bedrooms in this house. Leaving the quad bedroom wing, we're gonna keep this again a long take. You definitely get your steps in living in this mansion. We're crossing the sky bridge. You have views of your grand foyer entry, your family room down below. And now this whole side of the house, this is the master suite wing of the home. Off to the left, through this arched double doorway, this is the master suite, the primary suite of this house. It's definitely modestly sized. I mean, who am I kidding? It's huge. This could be a house in itself. There's a ton of space. Again, another fireplace, huge California king in the middle. We actually have this dividing wall here. We have a wet bar here with a nice mini fridge, just in case you had that midnight snack. And I didn't mention this, but every single bedroom in this house, including those 4 guest bedrooms, has outdoor space. And of course, best part about this primary suite is this wraparound terrace. Now this terrace takes you around the entirety of this property, but for now I just wanted to show you the entire length of this terrace, that it does cover a lot of real estate here outdoors. Head back into that main atrium space, and I'm gonna again keep another long take, just showing you the length of this open hallway that goes from this whole second floor, this open double heighted ceiling, which is gonna take us now to the primary wing sitting area. And of course, right up to the left here, we have the second floor balcony, which overlooks just those baby blues, the Gulf of Mexico, and of course, your sports car collection down below. Heading back in from the second floor balcony, like I mentioned, seating area. And then we have the secondary office here on the second floor, which is a decent sized office. And the biggest selling point here are the views. Then leaving this second floor, we're now gonna head to what you've all been waiting for. Let's go downstairs and show you the backyard where all the good stuff is. Welcome to your private resort style backyard. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, this is just over 2 acres of a private family resort compound with over 400 feet of water frontage. Gulf to Bay is absolutely the most unique feature of this property. It literally means you have the Gulf of Mexico in your front yard and the intercoastal waterway or the bay in your backyard. And this is super special because when you're looking for a waterfront property down here in Florida, you're always forced to choose between the oceanfront or the bayfront. Now typically bayfront homes are for people who prioritize having their boat or their yacht in their backyard, and the Gulf front is for people who want to have the actual Gulf of Mexico in their front yard, but have to sacrifice having their boat kept at their property, because it's actually the law to not have any docks allowed in the Gulf of Mexico. So this is truly one of the only properties in the entire world that has this feature of the Gulf to Bay property. Right off of the house, we have this beautiful patio space with a dining room table set up. We have the built-in grill for all those summer cookouts. So from this outdoor dining patio, which is all clad in sandstone, make our way down this staircase, and right in front of me, this is the selling point. We have your in-ground swimming pool with the hot tub dead center. We've got all the lounge chairs, the cabanas set up. So this really is like a private resort compound. And then actually looking back at the house, you can really admire all that outdoor space. Like I mentioned, every single bedroom in this home has outdoor space, because why not? We're down here in Florida. But off to the right, we actually have the outdoor kitchen cabana. And this isn't just your ordinary outdoor kitchen. We have the huge built-in grill, and this is actually very unique, because why not? Why wouldn't you have a dishwasher in your outdoor kitchen rather than going into the double chef's kitchen inside? And then we also have the wine chiller over here on this side. I mean, this kitchen really has everything. Stainless steel ice machine, refrigerator, all built in right into this countertop space. And then off to the corner, we actually have a flat screen TV hanging down from the ceiling. Just in case the view wasn't enough, you could watch your favorite sports games out here, anything while you're just chilling by your pool. I'll walk into this frame here so you can see the perspective, because it really is one of those homes where you kind of have to be here to feel it. I mean, you can definitely see in the frame that this is beautiful, but to have over 2 acres on Casey Key, that is unheard of. That's so much land to have right here on this island. And you're probably looking behind me and noticing that structure there. We're gonna head on over to the guest house slash pool house. So across the pool on the other side, we have the guest house, which is 1,500 square feet, which in itself, 1,500 square feet, that's bigger than most homes. So here we have inside the guest house, full kitchen, breakfast nook. This is the living space. This guest house has 2 bedrooms. We're gonna check out both of them just because I really wanna show you this entire property. We'll go off to the primary suite first. And the primary suite is a decent size with a very luxurious bathroom. You have the jacuzzi with those brass accents. And no matter which bedroom you have outdoor space, here we have a view of the motor court, the basketball court, all the lush foliage around the property. So not only do we have the staff quarters, the quad guest bedroom quarters, the guest house is an additional 2 bedrooms. This place is listed as an 8-bedroom, but I mean, you're doing the math watching this, it's definitely more than that. This is the perfect place to come and have your coffee though, just taking that Florida morning air. So leaving the guest house, we're actually gonna head off of the limestone patio to the grounds of this estate. And off to the left here, we have the life-size chessboard. And one of the things I love about this property is that all of the landscaping, all the foliage is so grown in and it acts as a natural barrier. This property is covered in banyan trees. These are native of this area, and they are, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful trees on earth. You can see all the roots shooting up out of the ground. Right in front of the pool, we have the rolling green lawns of this estate. And then right in front of me, we have the full-size tennis court, which can also double as a helicopter landing pad. So you could be coming down here playing tennis or land your chopper. So you can access this property by land, sea, which we're gonna see in a moment, or air. That's very unique to have those 3 entry points to this mega mansion behind me. Then further down in front of the tennis court, we have another nice lawn area leading to your very own private white sand beach on the Intercoastal Waterway. This is where you come, you watch your sunrises. We've got the fire pit here with the Adirondack chairs. And this is, I've said this a few times, my favorite part of the house. This home has its very own dock with something very, very rare for these parts. That is a boathouse behind me, and I'll explain in a second why that's so unique. But now we have the ocean toys, we've got the kayak, 2 jet skis, and this home also comes with something very unique. This property comes with a $1.2 million boat that could be built into that purchase price. So just to show that this can dock, this is a 42-foot long boat. You can have a big boat here. We actually have 4 boat slips on this dock. And like I was mentioning, the boathouse. This structure is so unique because there will actually never be another boathouse built on this Intercoastal Waterway. So this was built in 1999, and recently they put in protection laws, whereas the shade of the boathouse prevents the algae from growing, thus affecting the ecosystem. So these boathouses are no longer allowed. This one's been permitted to remain here. We have 4 boat slips, and those laws about preservation are so strict where even the spacing between the planks on the dock have to be monitored to have just enough space so the light can come in. That's how rare this is. And additionally, having a boat this large at the property just shows the depth of the surrounding water, where you can have a boat of this size here at the property. I know a bit about the market down here, but let's sit down with Brian, the listing agent of this incredible property, who is the foremost expert on the Sarasota area and the booming real estate market. I mean, this place is just exploding, so let's hear what he has to say.
As a token of our appreciation, we've got you your favorite bottle of tequila.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. Thank you for
Dude.
So actually, before the interview, we surprised Brian with his favorite bottle of tequila, just to show our gratitude for him letting us film this one-of-a-kind property. And unfortunately, the audio in this interview was just, it was unusable. Something happened where the levels were peaking. I mean, Brian is the real deal. This guy is a total stud. So if you're looking to buy or sell down in Sarasota, all of Brian's contact information can be found down below in the description of this video. And specifically, if you're looking to purchase this home here in Casey Key, all the information again is down below in the description. I know Tom Brady's looking for a new home down here in Florida, so if you know someone who's looking to buy this place, shoot Brian an email. His phone number is also listed. I want to thank Brian for letting us tour his incredible property. Comment down below if you want to see more tours from the Florida area. And with that, I will see you in the next episode.